This video is going to be about the next stage where they started building the retaining wall. It's basically about 2 feet deep. What it does is it makes sure that as water hits up against the fence, it doesn't deteriorate the wall and make the wall fall. So check it out. Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joannis or Joe Hotagua, and I'm a Sierra Leonean American. And if you want to know what it's like to build a house in Africa, then this is the video for you. All right, cool. So today we are on video number 5 as part of the series of building a house in Africa. But this is the mini series under that larger series of building a wall around the property. And this is part 2 of building a wall around the property. In the first video, we showed you kind of the early stages, what we were thinking, how we were going to put this thing together, the work that they had to do. And then I also came back for an update where they were building blocks. This video is going to be about the next stage where they started building the retaining wall. So the retaining wall is basically about 2 feet deep. What it does is it makes sure that as water hits up against the fence or the wall itself, it doesn't deteriorate the wall and make the wall fall. So it's made with a much richer concentration of cement, so that it's stronger and it can withstand water hitting it, right? And it actually just acts as a funnel for the water to move in different directions. So you kind of build it depending on how your property is, right? My property was on kind of a slope like this. So the way I had it is the retaining walls are all around it. And basically the water just goes around the property, down in the front of the property and away from the property, so it doesn't mess with the wall. So this video, I'm going to introduce you to some of their thought process about what they want to do with the back of the property. And we also have to talk about what they've done so far. So in this video, you actually get a chance to see they've already made some progress. So not only did they do the retaining walls, there are actually some buildings some of the wall has actually been built up as well. So check it out.
Basically, initially, we're going to put drain behind it. We're actually going to eat into the property a little bit just to accommodate for water on the back side of the back wall. But as of today, not to do that and, lose any space or land. Land is valuable. We're going to actually just start doing a retaining wall now. We're going to make it higher. So therefore, we can stop from any water coming through and causing any breakage or erosion for the foundation of the fence. So we just discussed that just to change that plan. So that was what we decided now for back here. So basically what they're doing now, they're using 4-inch pipes to put weep holes. So if any water comes and is against the retaining wall,
right,
it will pass through the weep holes to go out into the drainage that's going to be made for the road.
Right, on the outside here.
Yeah, so that's what they're putting weep holes in between all so that way it can breathe and also take water.
All right, guys, so I'm back at the site. They're putting up the retaining wall in the front. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Take a look. So what they're doing now is putting what they call a retaining wall up here first, like gutter that goes all the way down into the street and out of the property. So this retaining wall is being built here, and then the wall, of course, on top of it. It doesn't erode those blocks. But even still, because it is cement and cement is made by using water, you have to have these little weeping holes. The water, when it hits the cement, they're actually putting these little tubes in here so that the water will come through. It doesn't erode the bricks or the blocks. So those blocks there, with too much water, they can become eroded. So that's why you have to have a retaining wall, at least the height of the ground over here, out into the street and into the gutter that goes along the side of the property. So as they're going through it right now, so they're mixing the cement up here. And then these guys are taking the cement and putting it in between here. And this is used to kind of create the outline of the wall. And so they just pour it in there, pour some rocks in there, and then they have these iron rods to hold it all together. And then the last thing to show you is over here is where the gate opening is going to be. So you can see basically this here to right here, right there is going to be where the gate opens. So the gate's going to be right here. And so on the end here, this space here, like right there is going to be where the security gate is. So it's going to sit right there, and they'll have a window basically. So they'll be able to look out and see what's going on, and they'll work as my security. So when you drive up here to this point and you want to come inside, you honk your horn, the security guy will be in there. He'll open the gate so that you can come into the property, and this will be the front of the property. We want to have an open space here, so when you drive in, you can park your car over there or park your car over here. They've already worked on that side of the fence, so that's good. It's looking good so far. So that should be done in the next couple of days, and then they have the back to do. All right, cool. So now you got a chance to see what it looks like in this next phase of the process, right? The walls are actually going up. We're getting some real progress. So that's what we wanted to show today. On the next video, what I'll show you guys is what it looks like to actually have the property almost fully fenced. There's some additional things that need to be added once this is done. So on the next video, you'll basically see where we are in that progress. We'll have made some strides by the next video. So I think you'll really like to see that. So guys, if you found this interesting, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. All right, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share it with your friends. All right, see you on the next video.